Hi, friends. It's Allison. Welcome back to AJ's Inspired Life. Welcome if you're new. You know what time it is. The desk is clean, the box is out. It's time to choose the item of the month for my challenge. So, here is the hashtag. If you are not playing along, please join in the fun, okay? This is simply a challenge I made up for myself a year ago, and anyone is welcome to play along. Okay. The whole premise is simply to use my stash more, use items I don't normally pull from for my daily pages in my journal, and to work through some of my stash and to use some of my supplies. Okay. So obviously not all the items are like usable, consumable items where we can use them up, but they're definitely things I don't reach for on the daily. Okay. So here's the hashtag AJ's IOTM item of the month. Yes, I have spelled it wrong on some of my months. Okay. We will put that there. Let me see where I have you today. Okay. So if I have you in the box, I have you in the box. Okay. So I have not done anything different for over a year. I have my same little silly traveler's notebook thing that I happened to write some notes in one day, and here it is. And here are the prompts. Okay, so we will, and here is my box I got out of the trash to put them in. And you would think after a year I'd be like, yay, we have this fancy thing and we do it on computer. No, we're not doing that. We're doing it this way. It is what it is. Okay, here we go. And I always have to find the page because, I have other stuff in here and I don't know. It just is what it is. Okay, here's the original 19. Now, I do have some, I'm just trying to look. You guys have given me some other ideas and I want to make sure I keep adding them to the list because some fun ideas have come in, obviously, throughout the year. And yeah, okay. And I thought we had one more, but I mean, that's why I got to write it down like immediately or it's gone. Poof, gone. Okay. So here are the original. Again, I just happened to write down 19 items that I wanted to use. I started in April of 2024. This month that I'm filming in was April of 2025. And so we have used 12 of them. And then May marks the start of, obviously, number 13. Now, I did ask in my last video, should I add the new items to the pile? And I apologize because I think I even said it in that video, I've decided I'm not going to do that. I want to finish this original list. Okay. So the original list was washi tape, die cuts, printables, watercolors, stamps, magazines, stickers, which was general stickers, punches, happy mail, ephemera, which was a whole discussion, but I knew what drawer I wanted to pull from, and yeah, stencils, quotes, clusters, embossing, sticker books, which was different than stickers for me, ribbon and trim, which we are just now finishing in April, my bit box, which is just literally my box of gosh dang everything over here to my right. So words and markers. Okay, so the highlighted ones we've used. What do we have left? We have washi tape, which would be super fun, right? Die cuts. Die cuts would be super fun as well. Now, die cuts is, I tend to use washi tape. I have many drawers right here in front of me. If you're new here, welcome. If not, I pull these a lot. I rotate them out. But I have lots more washi tape that I need to use and figuring out different ways to use it, all that kind of stuff. And I certainly don't use it on every page. So washi tape would be good. Die cuts is a very different thing for me. Now, die cuts means I have to go to my machine over there and cut something out. And I think die cuts falls in the same thing as as an embossing or stencils or anything like that. I feel like I need to have some ready to go, not get up from my desk, go find the stencil, figure, like I need to have some already cut and ready to go. That's what I've definitely learned this year. The items I use are definitely around me and don't take a lot of time. Okay. So die cuts is available. Printables I do tend to use a lot, but I have so many left and I haven't printed up. I mean, every once in a while I print up a new printable, but I used to be like a Patreon and like 3 or 4 people's things, and I'd print up pages every month. And I just didn't have the ability to actually work through them. And I have many more that I've bought on Etsy that like I never even printed. Okay. So, printables would be fun. Happy Mail. I cannot wait for Happy Mail as the prompt, because right now I have some in a drawer, I have some in a box, and then I have started to disperse it to where it goes. Okay, if that makes sense. Here is a perfect example of that. Oops, that's going to fall, but please don't fall. Okay, here's a perfect example. Now I have my own washi tape, but all of these are samples of washi tape that you guys have sent me. Now, would this have been better in Happy Mail? In my brain, I don't think so. And that's why I can't wait for Happy Mail to be a prompt, because when I think of something I want to use, like if I want to use washi tape, I don't think to go look in my Happy Mail drawer. I think to look with my washi tapes. Okay. So, I'm learning to organize a little differently. And so Happy Mail will be super fun because we get to go through my giant boxes of it, but we also get to then kind of disperse it into the category where it actually goes, if that makes sense. Okay. So Happy Mail will be super fun. And then clusters. Clusters is super fun. I have pre-made some, or, often have little bits on your desk. This is a perfect example. Like right now, I just did a clean off the desk. I have this, and this, and this. I don't even know. Like we could make a cluster, right, out of little tiny things on the desk. And then we would use that. In fact, that's a really cute one. And I literally just pulled this out of the trash. That could be a cluster. You could make them bigger, smaller, like whatever. So we'll see. Oh gosh. You guys have seen some crazy stuff when I pull these, you guys, I know. So we have to be like putting energy, but I am super excited for the ones that we have left. And then Bitbox. Bitbox again is my giant box of everything. It started off as a little tiny box, just for little things like this. This is where it went. My Bitbox had little tiny things like this. It grew into one box and then 2 boxes, and now it's a giant box, and now it's just like it needs to be used. And so I would essentially use that as my capsule, if you will, like for the month. Like it would all have to be pulled out of there. You will probably not even notice we made a dent in it. It's so full. So we have some really fun ones left. We have washi, die cuts, and printables. Super fun. Happy Mail, clusters, and Bitbox. Amazing that these are the ones that are left. Okay. None of these are like super hard. The die cuts would be the hardest just because it involves a machine and not everybody has die cuts. So we'll talk about that if we pull it like other ways, right? Other things you might use or whatever. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We should have 6 left. Okay, let's put this away for a second. I don't know. I got to redo my notebook. Okay, we should have 6 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There they are. And into the box they go. I'm just trying to think which one I really want. All right, here we go. Which one do you really want? Oh, okay. Let's shake it like this. We'll shake it like this. I cannot see it. Okay, it's like eye level. I know I say the same thing every month. And I also say the same thing again. You know what I'm going to say if you've been here. Yes, if we pull one we don't like, I could definitely pull again. But I'm not going to. I promise you this is the first pull, okay? Shake it up. Let's get them all. I don't even feel, there, okay, there's some, are they stuck? I don't feel, okay, here they are. I don't know. I'm really having a hard time feeling. Okay, this one. And I try to show you before I show me. Do you see it? Oops, and I ripped it. We did it. Okay, there it is. Okay, Bitbox it is. Okay, my item of the month for May is my Bitbox. Now, let's do a couple things. Whew, that's exciting for me, friends. That's exciting for me. It may not be exciting for you. So let me, I'm gonna highlight out Bitbox, and then we're gonna come over to this page right here, and we're gonna write Bitbox. Now, you may not have a Bitbox. You may have a pen that works, because I apparently don't. What's happening? Box, bit, box. Okay. What does Bitbox mean? Bitbox is literally what I said. It is a box where I started to gather things. Now, if you don't have a Bitbox, I would encourage you to get one, first of all. Just kidding. I would encourage you to try the capsule idea. Now, I got the capsule idea from Sweet Lydia over at February and June, and she got it from someone else, and I'm sure someone else did it. Now, this is not, she does a very specific approach to a capsule, which she chooses like 50 items or however many items she wants, and then she uses every one of those items. I have done that. I have also done like what I have done this month, and that is put things in that I know I want to use that are specific. So I just cleaned this out, but like this is April forward. I still want to use, and then this is May. So these are things I want to use in May. It says like go to the beach. There's a graduation thing in here. I would encourage you to make a Bitbox this month, and I will show you mine. I will get out mine and I will do a tour of mine, so you might get some ideas. But I would dump some stuff in there. All the little things around your desk. Maybe it's a paper clip if you want to have a Bitbox like this. Now, I don't have things like this in my Bitbox, but in essence, you could make a capsule. If you don't have my Bitbox, you know what my Bitbox is, friends? My Bitbox is my kitchen junk drawer. That's what it is. So I will show that to you. But it's a box of like things that didn't get used. So for an example, here is like the paperclip doesn't count, but here is a wooden flower. Here is a little thing of a stamp. Now I have a book of stamp items. I actually just pulled this one. It was on my desk, but I saved it because I know I'm going to use it today when I journal. But this little flower, friends, could go into my Bitbox. Okay. Actually, hold on. I'm going to add an item to the list as I'm speaking and thinking. Speaking and thinking is what I'm doing over here. Let's see here. We can add... Okay. So, think about what box you need to use. Think about what thing you need to use up and make that your Bitbox. Okay. It could be, again, random stickers that you have saved. It could be, these are like quotes that I cut out of a planner. Okay. It would be stuff like this. This is what's in my Bitbox and desperately needs to be used. So I'm so excited. Okay, so let's do it, friends. Let me know below if you're playing along. Okay, so the item of the month this month for May of 2025 is Bitbox. And let me know what's in your Bitbox. Like, what do you have in your gather up box on your, like I said, it started off as little bits that didn't maybe go somewhere else that I was afraid would get lost in other places. So it started off with a little box and then got bigger, bigger, bigger. Okay. So let's talk about it. But I am excited. I am so excited. Okay. This is going to be great. And also because it's not, hard. Like anything could be in the bit box. So choose something. Look around your desk. Figure out what you want to use. Figure out like an item that's just like kind of been sitting there that you're not using. This could be in your bit box. Now these are not in my bit box. This isn't what I, but if you have like little things like this sitting around your desk, this could go into your bit box. Okay. So let me know your thoughts. I'm genuinely interested. Okay. And I really appreciate you guys watching and playing along and your words of encouragement. If you have other ideas for my item of the month list, please let me know because we're coming down to it. Not really. We apparently have 5 more months, but you know what I'm saying. Let me know your ideas. All right. I hope you're well. I really appreciate you being here. And I hope you find something today that inspires you. Take care.